Hold on. I gotta check and see if this is true. I think we're live. Oh. Hold on. Mic check so we don't... Oh.
I think we're live.
Oh, the mic checks are doing great.
Hold on. Mic check.
The mic checks are chilling right now. Okay, we're gonna do a thing. I'm gonna mute that because oh my god, the echo is gonna be amazing. Look, it's amazing. It's amazing. You know why? You know what's amazing? It's 4:40 on a Memorial Day, just on Memorial Day, in general. And you know what we're gonna do? What we're gonna do is we're gonna turn on the audio. Holy hell, can we not? Could we don't? It is so loud, my ears are gone. My ears are gone, I don't know what's going on. It hurts so bad. I'm trying to figure out what the hell is wrong with my ADS speed. Okay, because I had a really nasty ass... I had an immaculate multiplayer match last game. I got like 30 kills with just a sniper. And no, I was not hard scoping, don't ask me. No, I was not. Alright, look, man. Modern Warfare 2, it was supposed to be a 2-year game. They were going to give us like a new DLC this year. That's not happening. Okay? Activision, Sledgehammer, they're having disputes. Everyone's being laid off. There's no more games. PS5 has no games. Okay? COD is absolutely in shambles right now. No one likes the new maps. Okay? No one likes... Like, I know about 30 people who like Warzone 2 and what they're doing. I personally don't care for it. Okay, I personally don't care for it. I think it's mid-tier at best.
Personally don't care for it.
Okay, I don't think it's okay. I don't think it's terrible. I don't like it. I don't hate it. I think... Again, I know I'm really good at over-explaining myself and continuing to repeat myself. But look, man. Okay, Warzone 2 is it's an absolute upset. No one likes it. Okay, it's cringe. Oh, new pin chat. Sorry, I haven't streamed in a long time. Look, man, look. Last time we made some monetary decisions that were absolutely terrible. Now I I have no friends, so we're gonna play some Cold War. We're gonna play some Cold War Zombies. I re-downloaded it last night, or like 2 nights ago, and I fucking missed that. Look, man. I don't care if anyone's gonna watch the live. I have no friends. They're all out hanging out with their girlfriends. To me, my opinion, I think women are cringe. I don't think that I don't know. I think they're kind of overrated, to be honest with you. I mean, I know that's coming from someone who's had like one girlfriend, and look, man, we don't talk about it. Okay, we don't talk about it. She's a concerning individual. She's something else. But look, that's not that's not the goal. Okay, today the goal is that we're going to fucking figure stuff out right now. Because what we're doing right now is we're gonna just play anything but Modern Warfare 2. We're not gonna play anything. I thought someone was knocking at my door with that. That scared the hell out of me. Yeah, you know, I don't know, man. Oh, I haven't played zombies in so long. I gotta remember how to train again. Excuse you. Oh, whoa, you could, you don't. Look, man. Everyone's out, hanging out with, I don't know, like their grandparents or some shit, having their grandfather tell war stories. Well, look, I don't have a grandfather, okay? He evaporated. So I don't do that. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna waste my day. Well, I'm gonna waste my weekend, because like my entire weekend, I had a 4-day weekend this weekend, alright? I had a 4-day weekend, because my school decided to be nice and give us a break before they absolutely destroy us with copious amounts of finals and regents. I love it so much. I definitely don't want to cry in a river. Oh god, give me that. Thank you. Look, man. We're gonna make amazing decisions. We're gonna make amazing decisions. Look, man. Look, man. I don't know about you. That killed a singular zombie? Are you kidding me? That killed one zombie. A singular zombie, by the way. Oh, you fucking... This game is actually dog shit. I just missed out on like 10,000 points. This game is terrible. But you know what's not as terrible as? Warzone 2, the topic of what the hell I'm supposed to be talking about right now, okay? And I know it's very ironic, you know, it's great, you know, like if you remember, I made a stream exactly like this, except it was playing on Firebase Z, or was it? I don't know. But we were playing on the original COD map or the original Zombies map for Cold War when it first came out, and there was no other games, nothing else to play. It was literally playing Cold War while I complained about Cold War, and you know, I find it very ironic. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea, you know, like it would be funnier if I was doing what I'm doing now and complaining about another game similar to the game that I was complaining about. Except what we're gonna do is we're gonna touch on every single topic, every single upset in Warzone 2 compared to Warzone 1. Okay? This is gonna be my English project. This is my video essay about something. I don't know. I don't have those. I don't have video essays. They don't let us do that. My English teacher's like really mean. She's really mean. She doesn't like people. She complains every class period. She makes everyone else's problems except for hers. My husband didn't give me a kiss this morning, so I'm making it your problem. So, you know, it's a great time. I love walking into her classroom. She will not be named. Okay, she will not be. I almost just got kidnapped into the Shadow Realm with that, by the way. Just a heads up. Here, can you start this? Thank you. No. I don't know, man. It'll work to get me inside. Yeah, guys, come on. It'll work to get you inside. Look, man. The best thing you can do for yourself is to just, like, live in the woods for the rest of your life. Live in the woods, move into the woods, build a shack. Nope. Build a shack and get labeled as a masochist to society, and then they're gonna, like, frame you for a bunch of crimes you've never done. And you know what? And then they're just gonna chalk it up to video game equal bad, and then they're gonna make our lives a living hell. But it's okay, because Cold War still has servers. You know what doesn't have servers? Warzone 1 does not have servers, okay? It does not have any servers, and it's so great. It is so lovely. You know what else is lovely? This camo for my shotgun is actually immaculate. Back when I had no well, I have no social life, but back when I really had no social life, it was literally just me playing Cold War in the middle of classes like 3 years ago. By the way, COVID is over. Okay? COVID's over. Like, that was just a thing they glossed over, and it's like, hey, COVID's no longer like a global health emergency. Look at that. My social life has never been able to recover. I will die alone. But you know what? It's okay, because they did a 15% speed boost for sliding in Warzone 2. So it's okay. It's all gonna be okay, because they added a 15% slide boost for speed. And it isn't even noticeable. They actually nerfed it again by 10%. So now it's only a 5% speed. But you know what? At least it's not slide canceling that, like, an entire 2 people complained about, and Activision was like, oh, well, we gotta cater. We gotta cater to the one person that complained about slide canceling. You know what? I wasn't even good, okay? I had no movement, okay? I had -3 movement in Warzone 1 Rebirth, okay? I think they should simply just, like, they don't even have to open the Rebirth servers in Warzone 1. Just put it in Warzone 2, okay? Make your life easier, okay? It is literally giving out free money to bring it back, and their Activision is simply just not doing it, okay? Slide canceling, they don't have to bring back slide canceling, okay? I'm okay with no slide canceling. I think it calls for a more strategic advantage for if you can actually go into situations without having to slide cancel all over the place. But you know, man, just give the people what they want, okay? Because they're gonna go on the Bird app and they're gonna just complain the entire time about stupid shit. And you know what? You know what's gonna be great about it? Activision is just going to have to hear about it every single day, and I have to hear about it. Okay, I can't even go on like TikTok or some shit. Like I know I'm absolutely bitchless to use TikTok every day, but that's all I can do. Okay, no one talks to me. But look, I go on TikTok. I've seen like 30 Rebirth videos. Okay, all of them saying, hit that like button if you want Rebirth to come back. Like, bro, I don't have to prove that I want to play. Oh, I forgot that there's... What's it called? I forgot. Look. I think it's just a silly, goofy... I think that they're just in a silly, goofy mood. That's my humble opinion. Okay? No one's watching this. Okay? I don't know who I'm doing this for. I think this is just for future me. Okay? So future me, when you look back at this in like 2 years to be nostalgic, hi. Okay? You were a little bitch. That's what I'm gonna say to you right now. And I know you're like, oh my god, that's just so rude. How could you say that to me? Well, guess what? I'm you, okay? I am you, or you are me. One of the two, I'm not sure. But look, we're basically the same person, except you probably have a beard. And if you have a beard, that's fucking dope, okay? That's really dope. But if you don't have a beard, grow a fucking beard, okay? If you don't have a beard, get out, okay? You're a failure. You failed as a man. You failed as modern society. Okay, I'm gonna actually do stuff. Look, you've just absolutely failed me. If you don't have a beard, okay? It's just that simple. No, but I think that you're just something else. I should actually probably talk about it. Okay, look, nostalgia. Okay, that's the title. You've read it if you're watching it. If not, then get the fuck out of here. If you haven't watched me ever, congratulations. You're a big you are the majority. Okay, no one knows who I am, but it's okay. But if you have, or if you haven't, and you decided, hey, let's watch this random ass dude with a Freddy Fazbear plush as his profile picture, figure out what the hell he has to say. What I have to say is that the game is absolutely diabolical. Oh, that's great, Mason. That's really flattering. Look, Activision has no clue what the hell they're doing. Okay, they are clueless beyond belief. They have no clue what the heck's going on. They're so lost on what the hell to do with Warzone 2. Okay, there's been 2 entire updates. Okay, there's been like 2 entire updates for their game. You know, the biggest game that they were gonna release on November 16th of last year. Okay, it's been out for like 7 months, give or take, and it's a big upset. Okay, I thought when I was told, oh yeah, they're switching to a new engine, I was like, oh shit, it's gonna be like slightly more realistic, and I'm just gonna pick back up where they were. And then they were like, oh yeah, by the way, you have to restart. You can't use your old cosmetics. Just a heads up, you can't use your old cosmetics because for some reason they can't transfer it over. And by the way, you know that map that like everyone played because it was their favorite, and that's like all anyone would play because that's the only interesting map? Yeah, you know that one? You know Rebirth Island? Yeah, we're gonna get rid of it. Alright, we're gonna get rid of it. And here's the best part. We're just gonna remove the game mode Resurgence for like 2 months. And you know, at first it was a good start. You know, they started off nice. You know, it's got a big new mech. Al Mazrah's okay, I guess. I mean, I can't really complain about it, but it's not really anything to write home about. But they were absolutely ecstatic. They were like, yes, it's going to be a great game. Oh my god, the masses are going to be, oh my god, the social media outlets are going to go insane. We're going to get so much money, and they did. They did for a little bit. You know, Modern Warfare 2 released. People are kind of mixed on it. I think it's pretty solid. You know, Modern Warfare 2 is pretty solid. I was like, oh, it's great. I played the campaign, you know, it's something new. You know, I didn't get betrayed by Shepard this game. I mean, they're waiting for next game, I'm assuming. And we're good. You know, we're chilling, hanging out in there. And then they're like, and then they just like did nothing for the longest time. No updates, no games, no bitches, no women, no maidens. I didn't see anything for the longest time. And everyone was so confused. They're like, what's going on? What's next? You know, and then, you know, they added Resurgence back, and that was a big jump for the community. They're like, holy shit. It's the, oh god, oh no, oh no. Oh! Ooh. Oh my god, I missed this. I miss doing that. I sound like a fucking weirdo, but still. It is so fun to do that. It's literally just, it's just aimbot, basically. It's just aimbot. You spam that and you get like so much damage. You don't even have to put in any effort. Look at that. It's like tracked. Literally just tracks. Tracks the heads. Look, and you know, Activision, they were like, okay, look, everyone was like, okay, Al Mazrah gets a little bit boring after like 5 minutes. Okay, we're gonna add Rebirth. We're gonna add Resurgence. And everyone was like, oh, great. Rebirth Island's back on the new engine. Okay, they add dolphin diving, which is, you know, it's solid. You know, it makes some dope ass plays. But you know, besides that, it's just, you know. Oh, I thought that was a door. But look, it was solid. You know, they were like, oh, you know, okay. You know, I really miss, you know, slide canceling. You know, slide canceling made some good movements, but you know, I can work with the new thing. I can work with some dolphin diving instead. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna be happy about it, but I'm not gonna start complaining about it on the Bird app. You know, because everyone's gonna go complain on the Bird app, okay? Because that's all anyone ever does because they're boring, okay? They're just like, oh, something slightly inconveniences me, I'm gonna go right to Twitter. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. It is so immaculate. It is such a good gun. Where was I? Oh. And then, you know, they add Ashika Island, and, you know, I've heard complaints from everyone under the sun, basically. After a while, Ashika Island gets immaculately annoying. Like, it just, like, gets so boring. I haven't... It's boring, but it doesn't make me want to just, like, jump out of a window 99% of the time. Well, I mean, it does, but it's... There's people, and they're like, oh, I want Rebirth back, and, you know, I'm kind of there with them, because, like, you know, I mean, it's Rebirth, you know? Like, I spent so many hours on that thing. That's all I played. Okay, because I didn't want to play no Battle Royale, okay? Because my short attention span could not sit there in a lobby for 35 minutes to an, like, 40 playing Battle Royale while, like, you know, running around and, like, looting for 30 minutes, and then you play at the end, and then all of a sudden you just, like, get killed by some fucking spawn hackers or fucking bot hackers. And then I was just like, oh, well, okay, there goes my 30 minutes of life I'll never get back. But it's okay. Okay, and that's, you know, Rebirth, I know I'm not alone. That's really what anyone really ever did. I mean, there wasn't really much to do at the time. I mean, this was like, think about it, this was like peak COVID, you know? Like, this was peak COVID, okay? Everyone was home, okay? And you know, it was such a good time. It was such a good time. Here, hold.
They're gone. They got that whole sub-level on lockdown. I already told you, stop meddling with my work. Get after them, strike team.
Warning. Ethereum radiation at unsafe levels.
Oh my goodness, I have returned. Try not to get too excited to hear my voice. Because I know I know you're ecstatic to hear me. I can just tell. I can tell by the chat is erupting right now. There's no one there. Okay, no one is in the chat. No one's even watching the stream. God, will you shut up? Look. Okay, we're back outside. Oh, what was I? Damn! I forgot. It's so fun sliding. Hey, could you fuck off? I'm trying to talk. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Give me the purple. Yeah.
That's right, sit down.
Oh, shit, dude. What was I saying? I don't remember. Oh, right. Okay. Ow! Alright. Thanks for that, bud. I really appreciate it. Ow! So, my personal opinions with everything going on, with Warzone 2 and Activision being so clueless to their fan bases and wants. I wouldn't say needs, but like desperately, like needs. Like it is terrible. Because like there's so much toxicity going on. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible what's going on. Because you know what? It's so funny. It's so funny, and here's why. Because no one knows what they want, and it's so funny to me. Because the people that complain, and they're like, oh, well, I want, like, let's say, oh, well, they want Rebirth back. Okay, they want Rebirth back. I do too. But the thing is that they don't understand that it's not gonna be the same because it's a completely different game. Ooh, bars. But still. Okay, it's a completely different game. It's a new engine. It's new guns, okay? It's new guns. It's not gonna be the same. If they brought back Rebirth, okay, it's gonna be fun for about maybe a week. Okay, it'll get fun for about a week, and then what Activision's gonna do is they're gonna do what they always do and literally just not update the game for like a week. And then they're just gonna leave everyone to like play in the sand for a fucking week. And just be like, oh, well, you guys got your Rebirth back, so you shouldn't complain about it. Because then what's gonna happen is that they're gonna leave the game for about maybe I wouldn't say like a month, but they're gonna leave it for like 2.5, 3 weeks. Yeah, maybe about a month. Okay, after they do that, because what they're gonna do is they're gonna release it with a new season, which means they're gonna do it with like brand new what's it called? Brand spanking new guns. Because what's gonna happen is that earlier I talked about it. I was like, oh well, they're getting rid of season 2. They're getting rid of year 2 from Modern Warfare 2, and they're just putting out Modern Warfare 3 so stupidly early. Like, it is going to be so bad because of how badly they rushed this shit. This was going to be like a 2-year... This was going to be like a 3-year-long, like, development game. You know, like, this was like... What's going to happen is we're going to have another situation like where it was with Cold War, where it was made in, like, 6 months. Or, like, 8 months at most. And people gave Cold War so much shit. But now people are like, oh, I actually love Cold War, it was such a good game. But then, like, when it first came out, everyone was like, oh, it's so shit, the gameplay is way too weird, the balancings are non-existent. I think that's what made the game so good. I think that's what made the game so good, is that then everything was so broken that it just, like, there was really no metas until, like, Treyarch, like, actually did something. And I think they should just let Treyarch do what they do best and then just, like, remaster Black Ops 1 and 2. And I know people have been saying it for years. Oh, they should remaster Black Ops 2 for 2025, Call of Duty 2025. Yeah, they should. That's a good idea. Because guess what? Guess what? That's when the game takes place, and I think that's very smart. But the problem is if they do that, they would have to do Black Ops 1 first, because they're not going to just start in the middle of a trilogy, or a quadrilogy, or a centuple-trilogy, okay? Because there's 5 Black Ops games now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you got Cold War, okay? Or, yeah, they got Cold War. And that's the problem. If they remaster one of them, they have to remaster all of them. And I don't think anyone wants to remaster Black Ops 4. And I know it's very, like, wow, so daring to say. I don't think anyone wants to remaster Black Ops 3. Because in retrospect, when you think about it, Black Ops 3 was mid-tier at best. The zombies was amazing, but the campaign was rushed and terrible. It had no direction on what the fuck it was doing. The campaign was non-existent. They should have just done what they did with fucking Black Ops 4 and just not done a campaign. Because the campaign that they gave us was just atrocious. The campaign was terrible. I played it like 4 times to try to give it a benefit of the doubt and like go in there with an open mind. It still sucks. Alright, it sucks. And it's sad to say, but it was a terrible campaign because they didn't know what they wanted to do. The problem is they went too futuristic. Okay, when you go futuristic, you're gonna start getting ridiculous enough to where it just becomes ridiculous. Like, it loses so much plausibility, even though it's a COD game. And Modern Warfare 1 and 2 and 3, they're all about, like, modern warfare. So they're all about Blackouts. They're all about World War 3. Like, you know, the hypothetical World War 3. Well, guess what? We're about to be in World War 3 with what the hell is going on over in fucking Europe. Okay, because stupidity is what's going on. But when you go too far into the future and you just go ridiculous with well, that was rude. If you go too far for a game made for like 17 to 21-year-olds, it becomes so unbelievable that it's gonna get shit for it. That's why Black Ops 4 got so much shit. Because the game was, 1, it was poorly made because they had no clue what they wanted to do with their game. And 2, it was just so stupidly dumb with pacing, with the fact they didn't even have a campaign. The zombies was barely, like, I don't think you can even say that it was okay. Like, the zombie was just weird. They just completely did not know what the hell to do with zombies. But they just completely kind of gave up. They gave up with how they wanted to do the damn game. And that's the problem with making futuristic COD games, is that when it becomes so stupid with everything, really, it loses its plausibility, where it's just like, yeah, maybe that could happen. You know, like transsentience on a fucking train for 2 missions. That just, it's ridiculous. And that's why the Black Ops 3 campaign was so stupid. The multiplayer was pretty solid. You know, I played the multiplayer for a long-ass time, you know, when it first came out and obviously afterwards, but it's just like, it was so weird with how they were doing it. Like the jetpacks, there's a reason they haven't done jetpacks in a COD since like Black Ops 4 or like Infinite Warfare and Advanced Warfare. They haven't done jetpacks because it was so stupid. It was such a weird idea that they had to step back and go like, okay. That's why what they did with World War II, for COD World War II, they specifically went that far back because they went too far forward. They got too ridiculous with the game. That they didn't know what the hell to do. They were lost. And that's the problem with Activision. They don't know what they're doing 99% of the time. They're lost. And like the fan base is giving them shit because, you know, people are going to complain. You know, that's just how it's going to be. You know, people are going to find a reason to complain about everything. That's just how the world works. Okay, there's no debating that. People are going to complain no matter what you do. Like look at Mr. Beast, for example. People complain about him giving free money away to everyone. Because, oh, you can't do that. Oh, you can't do that. Why? Oh, well, because I said so. They don't have a reason. You know, it's because since they can't have it, they're gonna make it everyone else's problem. You know, like that's how it's gonna be. And it's just gonna be those kind of things. It's gonna just get to a point where Activision is gonna kill their own game, and they're already doing it. People can argue and say they already have. Okay, but they're just gonna get to a point where Anyway, they're gonna get to a point where they're gonna just completely throw off their fan base. And the problem is that it's just gonna be completely. The fan base is gonna be completely like removed. They're gonna be completely replaced. Excuse me. They're gonna be completely replaced by the new generations. You know, like I know the squeaker 6-year-olds on the Modern Warfare 2 chats. Those are like 16-year-olds now, or like 17-year-olds or some shit. Like they're old now. They're the people that are calling kids squeakers now. That's just how it's going to be. The kids in your Modern Warfare 2 lobbies and shipment that sit in the corner with shotguns, those kids are going to be complaining sooner or later about how the game isn't what it used to be. Or there's going to be some shit where they're going to be like, oh, I miss the close quarters combat. Because for all we know, the future CODs could all be relying on, like, accuracy from long ranges. Like, we could have bigger maps, longer maps, and thinner maps. And could have just the stupidest guns. And I know it's more of a ramble, and I lost what the main point of with the stream is, but they're going to completely lose themselves if they don't take a step back and think about if this is what should be happening, you know? And I've had a similar conversation with a bunch of people, a bunch of buddies of mine, had similar conversations with. And they all said the same thing. If Activision doesn't get their shit together, it's eventually just going to blow up in their faces. But at the end of the day, people don't want to leave it because it's Call of Duty. You know, you grew up on that shit, you don't want to leave it. That's me right now. I'm not happy with the new Resurgence map. The Ashika gets boring. You know, it's way too big for a Resurgence map. Plain and simple. It's way too big for a Resurgence map. That's why like this is gonna be, I don't know if this is gonna be a hot take or not, but I actually appreciated Fortune's Keep from Warzone 1. I appreciated Fortune's Keep. I thought it was a pretty solid map. I thought it was a pretty solid Resurgence map. I liked that there was a big city, and then, like, the rest of it was like a big castle, and then there was farms and shit. That was great. That was amazing. I liked that. You know, it was a risk they took, and, you know, some people didn't like it. You know, it wasn't as big as Sheikah is. But what they're doing is they took a mini Battle Royale map and said it was a Resurgence. With lower amount of squads. Lower... What's it called? Oh, wait, what the fuck? Why did it... Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Bro, I just wanted to get ammo. And it made me... Oh, brother. That's some bullshit. No, I'm not taking that. But the problem is that what they're gonna do is they're just going to completely ruin their game if they, like, don't think about what they're doing. You know, because, like, right now, like, I know people are like, oh, it's their game, they can do what they want with it. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. But if you're going to make a terrible decision with your game, I'm going to tell you. You know, and there's some people that like, you know, people like a Sheik Island. Okay. I don't hate it. I don't think it's better than Rebirth. I know, I've heard the argument a lot where people are like, oh, you don't miss Rebirth, you just miss how it made you felt. And it's just like, yeah, it made me feel good because it was a good map. It had good rotation, it had good weapons, it had a good movement. It just was a good play, it was a good environment, it was a good, you know, it was a good time to play the game because it was an actual, like, interesting game at that point. But now what it is that it's just a broken record of people saying, "Oh, I miss the old Warzone." And, like, yeah, you're gonna miss the old Warzone because the movement was more similar to what you were used to. You know, like, this is new shit. This was like some new stuff from, like, Modern Warfare. Okay, from Modern Warfare 2019. That's what this is. That's what the movement's from. And since it's newer, people aren't gonna like it yet because, you know, I personally thought that Modern Warfare 2019 was solid. I liked the gameplay. I liked how it, like, switched up. The engine was good. Okay, I think the engine is fine, but I just don't like how they're, like, working with movement because the movement is so clunky now. The animations are so the animations are shit now with half the time. Like, and they're just like, oh, but it adds to the realism. Okay, but if you get too realistic, you just forget the fact that you're making a game instead of a World War simulator. Okay, because if you're making a World War simulator, just make a World War simulator. Don't slap Call of Duty on it. If Activision wants to make a Call of Duty, make a Call of Duty, you know? Don't slap on some random-ass physics engine that, like, fucks up with rotation. That's a nice Reznov quote. And that's another thing. The operators do, like, no references to anything. There's no references to anything from the operators when you play as them. There isn't even any operators from, like, any old CODs. It's just some random reskins. It's literally just reskins. Like, oh, Tim the Tatman, he gets his own operator. You know, Tim gets his operator, you know, because, oh, it's Tim the Tatman, you know. It's Tim the Tatman, you gotta give him his own... Gotta give Tim his own things, because it's Tim the Tatman. But the problem is that they just completely lost what made Warzone 1 so fun. Just the randomness, you know? Like, oh yeah, now they're starting to do it where it's just like, oh yeah, Tim the Tatman fucking 360 no-scopes you with a fucking... whatever the new snipers are called. I don't even remember the snipers. The Lockman sub, just call it the MP5, okay? It makes it a lot less confusing. It's the MP5, just call it that. But but they can't. Because, oh, if you call it the MP5, then the people are going to be like, oh, why don't you just call this gun this, you know? I don't know why they decided to change up the guns. I don't know why they decided to change up the guns differently. All the guns, also, by the way, all the guns look the same. All the guns look the same. They look the exact same thing. They have the same sights. They have the same, like, surrounding, like, they have the same frame. They have the same sights. They basically, it's just a copy and paste between guns. And, like, and don't even get me started with the upgrade system as well. There's another complaint. The upgrade system that they have is, it's so stupid. It is so dumb with how they do the upgrade system. And here's why. Say you want to upgrade your gun to the max level. Okay. All other Call of Duties, you know, you upgrade your gun max level, you get all the attachments, right? Yeah. Yeah, you get all the attachments because you worked hard for it. You put in that effort to get in all of those things. Okay. And then, like, when a new meta comes around, right? Because the Lockman sub, the meta is nuts for it right now. The meta for the Lockman sub is so ridiculously crazy. Because it's just the best gun in the game right now. For SMGs, anyway. Debatedly. But look, you go to put on an attachment. Like, say you felt like, okay, if people tell you, oh, I don't look up videos to define the meta, I just know what to choose and whatnot. No, you fucking don't. Okay, you're lying. Okay, because, you know, you have to cross-reference yourself with other people. It's just how it works. Okay, everyone does it. Okay, it's not like it's like a wow. You can't, like, remember all the meta from one thing. That's not a problem. Okay, no one cares. I was waiting for that nice line. Thank you. But look, no one really minds that, oh, you have to watch videos. But look, when you follow the videos, right? You follow the fact, like, oh yeah, you have to do so-and-so. You have to do whatever the hell. And you do it, and then you're like, oh, wait a minute. I can't do this. Because you have to upgrade another gun to get a certain attachment. When did Activision, in their right mind, think that was a good idea? Oh, you have to grind your heart out just to get this section of the gun. By the way, they just lock everything. Okay. The problem is, if you upgrade an SMG to the max level, and you go to upgrade another SMG for the max level, you upgrade it to a certain level, and it unlocks a certain category for what you can upgrade, like the muzzle. You upgrade the muzzle, and all the attachments that you got from the previous gun were already there waiting for you. You just have to unlock the sections now. But if you unlock the sections, oh well, you know, you're set to go. But the requirements, there's requirements now to get certain guns. You have to upgrade whatever the fuck to, like, level 13. And, you know, it's annoying, but, you know, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's understandable. But guess what? Guess what? They lock the guns. They lock certain guns until you get another kind of gun to a certain level. So you have to go down this rabbit hole of, oh, if you want to unlock the Lockman sub, you have to upgrade the Lockman 556 to level 13. Oh, but to upgrade the Lockman, if you get the Lockman in general, you have to upgrade the Lockman 452 or whatever the hell the name is. You have to upgrade multiple guns to high levels, and like the levels are so low because the XP requirements are so high now. So you have to upgrade it to level 13 out of like 19 to get a certain gun, and then you have to upgrade that certain gun to another specific thing. And then you just do you see the hypocrisy of saying, "Oh, we want to reinvent the game and make it better for players to play." Okay, but I don't think I know any person who plays Warzone 2 actively, like I do. I play Warzone 2 actively, okay, because there's nothing on Warzone 1. They completely stripped it down to just Caldera. And the map is terrible, by the way. Caldera is the worst map I've ever seen. Okay? They could have been nice and say, okay, for the 2 people who actually want to continue to play, we'll give you, give us Verdansk back, You open the game, and what do you see? You just see more and more and more updates about specifically just Warzone 2. Like, hey, play the new and improved. Hey, I know you came here to play this game, but you should play this game instead. Here, come play this game. And guess what? Instead of keeping the store open, to get more money, they say, okay, we're going to keep the store up, but guess what we're going to do? We're going to place more ads for Warzone 2. And you see that as a player, and you go back to, like, relive, like, some old times. Oh, I'm going back to play Warzone 1 because I want to, see my old loadouts, see the old guns, play the game, like something that you used to do before, but they just shove down your throat the fact that they made another game that is far worse, debatably worse than Warzone 1. Okay, and Warzone 1 was not terrible by any means. It wasn't perfect. Okay, that's just ridiculous to say. Warzone 1 wasn't the best game ever. Okay. But you can't deny the fact that for a while it was peak Call of Duty. You would think Call of Duty, you were thinking of Warzone because of how big it once was. And then you go to play Warzone 2 and you're expecting to get that thing, and it's just not it. It's just not a good way of doing it, because they don't understand that they can't try to, and they purposely brought back Resurgence because of its popularity. Right? They brought back Resurgence because of its popularity with Warzone 1, because, to be honest with you, that was really all that anyone of my friends, 90% of the community, was playing, was Rebirth, because, like, oh my god, it's so fast-paced. It's like if you have ADHD, that shit goes quick. Even if you don't have ADHD, which I don't think, it's interesting because you don't spend 30 minutes like you do on Battle Royale looting, getting shit tier weapons, and then going to fight people and then get absolutely clapped in a fight and you have to redo it all over again and wait 30 minutes to fight someone. Or when you die, you have to go to the gulag, which is just... Some people like the gulag. I don't. Okay, it's just a personal thing. I don't like the gulag because I don't think that they're doing it right. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's a way to do it good, but I don't think that's I don't think that's it. Damn. But I think it's not the fact when people complain and say, "Oh, you don't miss Rebirth, you miss how that time made you feel." And yeah, there's certain situations where that's where it is, like with old Call of Duties. Like if you go back and look at the old Call of Duties, there's like, there were some pretty shit Call of Duty games. Back in the day, there were some pretty shit Call of Duty games. I mean, compared to now, it's gonna be shit because it's completely different now. They evolve every single year now. But when you purposely like, choose to, like, not give your players something to, like, be excited for. Because, like, every time, like, the lack of updates is another thing. There's been no updates for Warzone 2. And if there has, there's been so minor of, like, changes that you can't even tell if there's any difference at all. Like, yeah, there's a new season coming out in a month. Alright, they give you one update a month. Like, maybe there's going to be some hot fixes here and there, but besides that, that's it. You know, there's nothing new. The DMZ playlist is atrocious now. You got pay to win. Pay to win in DMZ now. There's pay to win operators. DMZ since Warzone 2 first came out, because it was like, oh my god, wow, it's so new and so refreshing. Oh my god, it's something different. It's just like, yeah, it's interesting. You know, it's an interesting playlist. You know, you haven't seen it before, but Jesus. But, and now it's just so broken because they just, it's all for money. That's what it is. They make it all just for money now. Oh, you're shit at the game? Oh, well, buy this pack and you get, like, fucking... I don't even know. I haven't even read up on the stupid drama about the pay-to-win things. Oh, you're trash? Or you want to exfil quicker? Here you go. Buy this pack. Oh, you want a good rebirth map? You want updates on your map? You know, give some map changes? You know, new varieties? Oh, you want a new location? Yeah, guess what? Here's a new DMZ update so that it gets you 5% smaller dick size. But hey, if you try to go to our old games and you want to play what you once played and loved, we're going to give you a shit Battle Royale map and call the fans toxic because they ask for reasonable requests. And I know there's some players, you know, here and there are some players. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that my mic was on. There's some old players that completely just overreact about certain situations, right? Okay, that's honest to say. There are some stupid people who complain about everything and make a problem about every little thing that Activision does. But I feel like there's a time and place where they're valid, because, you know, if you actively just screw up your game for your players, okay then. That's great. Thanks for that. Wow. There goes all my fucking perks. Thanks for that. Thanks. Thank you for that one. Whatever. But can you piss off? Okay. Okay. Oh, that's great. So I'm slow as hell now. That's awesome. Thanks.
That's right. Sit down.
I don't even know what I have now. Oh, nice. I accidentally bought Elemental Pop. Dope.
Why are you all in such a hurry to die?
What was I saying? What was I saying? Yeah, just
I'll admit, I got lucky.
just like repetitiveness, basically, is what the whole goal of this stream is. Just saying shit repetitively. But you know, it becomes so logically stupid. It's like, yeah, COD isn't going to be what you once experienced. You know, that's obvious. No, it's going to be like that. But, you know, the people who complain and say, or people who talk about, like, oh, well, this isn't the game I used to love, this isn't the game I used to play. Well, you know, that's going to happen. You know, that's going to happen. Because reasons. You know, Activision is gonna not just lie down and comply for everyone, because, you know, a company doesn't do that, because, you know, then they'd be like, oh, well, we're just going to be forced into doing what everyone else wants, so I guess we can't make our own game, and then they're just going to stop making games. So, but yeah, I kind of think that they should just bring back Rebirth, because then people will stop complaining. It gives me something to play, because I hate playing on Ashika Island. Okay, it is such a shit map. It's way too big. The rotations are absolutely diabolical. You have no way of rotating correctly. It's so ridiculous. What round is it? I'll go to 35. But look, it's just not a game you can play and then just be happy with completely. Like, you know, it's not gonna be like perfect every day. Because don't get me wrong, Rebirth was not perfect. Okay? Rebirth was shit at times because of the lack of updates. Okay? It isn't new for Activision to not update anything. It is far from new. They've been doing it for years now. But the problem is, when they updated, it went right. They did their job, and they did it good. But when they don't do their job, it's stupid. It's ridiculous when they do it now, because they just don't do it right. I keep getting fucking raped, dude. I'm dead. Nice. Gotta kill a zombie to revive. Nice. Okay, well, I can't if they're all running from me. Yep, I'm fucking dead. No, that's fucking awesome. Thanks. Nice. Oh, nice. They're just gonna keep running. Oh my god. Yep, well, I'm out. I'm dead. Summary? Activision doesn't know what they're doing. That's the summary. Activision has no clue what the hell they're doing. They need to just get... They just need to take a step back and figure out what the hell they're doing. It's just that simple. You can't fix it in one update by bringing back Rebirth, because I know that's not how it's going to be. It's just not going to work like that. But, you know, it's the best they can do. Because people are going to complain about everything. At least give them something to complain about. That's familiar. Okay. I'm going to stop now. Because it's getting, like... It's just getting repetitive. Anyways. Yeah. Good luck. Okay. Good luck in your future endeavors. Activision, I hope you wake up and realize that your game is shit and you need to get something upgraded. Or maybe they'll just do Black Ops 5. You know, do Black Ops 5 again. Don't do World War II. Please, don't go back to World War II. Don't do Modern Warfare 3, because Modern Warfare 3 was such a good game back in 2000, whatever the fuck. Okay. Modern Warfare 3 was a really good game. And if you're going to rush it, it's going to come out shit, and you're just going to ruin a really good game. They waited three years to do Modern Warfare 2 from Modern Warfare 2019. Give it some time. Don't throw in Modern Warfare 3 because you don't know how to do Modern Warfare 2 DLCs. You know, don't purposely throw a barely finished game at the community because they're complaining about shit. It's called you take a step back. You tell a community that you're working on. You're talking about. Tell them that you're working on year 2. Okay, tell them you're working on year 2 of Modern Warfare 2. And say, at the start of the new season, expect big things. Okay, they might not believe you. Okay, because I wouldn't believe them. Just like, oh yeah, sure, they're just chatting shit. You know, they're just doing that to get my hopes up, but. Do something. Okay? The gaming space right now is so absolutely destroyed. The Sony thing, the video game, the fucking Sony thing, was absolutely atrocious. Without Spider-Man 2 and like Metal Gear Solid, it was a shit thing. There was no good games besides those two. So Activision, figure your shit out and do it correctly. Don't rush it, because if you rush it, it's gonna be a shit game. Your stock is already going down the fucking drain. So don't ruin it for yourself completely, okay? And whoever decides to watch later in life, later in the future, even though I know you won't, there's gonna be like five views on this thing. But look, just figure the shit out, okay? And if you're not gonna do it right, put back the Warzone 1 servers. Alright? Bring back the Warzone 1 servers, because if you bring back Warzone 1's servers, people will